How'd you wind up in WCW?
Just a telephone call from Jimmy Hart and Kevin Sullivan, just out of the blue, just for no reasoning, nothing at all. They just give me a call and offer me a job.
What were your initial thoughts of Bischoff?
The first time I went there, it wasn't Bischoff. First time was when I went to WCW. Dusty was in charge. As I worked a big program with El Gigante,
Right,
Giant Gonzales. It was like pulling teeth with that big dude. He couldn't do anything. But that was the first time there. The reason what happened there, I had a run going, and I was on a little guarantee thing. Wasn't no contracts or nothing, and I was working. Was doing this angle of PN News, this rapper dude they brought in, and was doing splash matches. The winner of the match, you had to win with a splash. So why, I don't know. I refused to do the finish. They wanted him to go over me, with some town, Podunk, wherever. And they wanted him to go over me, and I refused. I said, man, this ain't right. I'm tired of this. So I bucked the system. One time in my whole life, I bucked the system. I get fired.
Now, did Vince ever try to get you back at this time period at all?
Never.
Okay.
Never did.
How different was the WCW locker room compared to the WF locker room?
Well, the first WCW locker room was all right. I just basically show up, do my job, and left. WWF dressing room was more of a family because we was seeing so much of each other every night. It was a different situation.
What are your memories of your matches with Sasaki at Starrcade? Kensuke's.
That was another, surprise to me. Like I say, every time I've won a title, it's always been a surprise. I show up and they go, well, we're going to put you with this Japanese guy. We're going to let you take the U.S. strap. What? Yeah, really? So the Japanese dude didn't want to drop the belt, so they come up with this idea about a dark, after all the matches were over, him and I went out there and they filmed it. They showed me, pinning him, but then afterwards the cameras were off. We did this thing where the referee reversed it and he ends up beating me, but I keep the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't want to drop it. He didn't want to do the favor for me. So I don't care one way or the other. But anyway, I became, that's how I became their U.S. champion.
They also worked with Conan. Did you have ever problems with Conan or something? So I read somewhere.
Yeah, I had problems, meaning our styles didn't fit together. I told him, I said, man, I can't do this Mexican style, because he was at that particular time, he was doing all them flips and all that. It just didn't fit, and I had trouble with him, a couple of matches. And it wasn't nothing physical or nothing, just, some, and they wanted me to drop the belt to him, which was fine. I didn't care. I knew I was a token white dude champion, just to drop the belt to him, and that's basically all it became.
Now, you also teamed with Ric Flair, I guess, at the Omni in WCW.
Yeah, I think we had a stretcher match or something like that. Basically just a straight match. It wasn't nothing special. I was just there to do the favor. I had to be the one on the stretcher, first man on the stretcher. The team loses, and of course I took the bump and rolled out on the stretcher. I teamed with Flair in some town in Arkansas, Oklahoma, somewhere in the Midwest. I don't even remember him. Me and Flair against somebody, and basically we had a riot. It was people just started crazy, throwing stuff, and Flair was all crazy that night, one of them nights, and he was strutting around the ring, and I'm like ducking and hiding, and he's like happy as can be, like he's in another, like strutting, woo, we having a riot, gang, yeah, doing his old Flair thing like that. It was like, man.
Now, what are your memories of the Dungeon of Doom gimmick in WCW? You were with Kevin again and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was back with Kevin Sullivan, Dungeon of Doom.
You had the makeup on your face.
He come up with his idea about putting this makeup on me and spiking my hair up, and we did things with straight jackets and all, I went from being a normal one-man gang to some mental institution one-man gang. I don't know where it came about. I didn't mind it. It didn't bother me. The Dungeon of Doom, I always liked the Dungeon of Doom. I just wished, I could have stuck around with it a little longer.
Do you think you could have been used better in WCW?
Oh, of course I could have been. I feel that 100%. I feel, I should have had a contract with them. I should have made some of that big money. I feel I had the same talent, if not more, than some of them guys. Politics was when it was, whoever could get the biggest contract, basically. That's all their concerns were. They wanted to make sure they had that contract.
Any standout matches in WCW?
Not really, none. Not particular. I don't think none of them were great. You know, I was just there because I was on a little nightly guarantee. I was making $500 a show.
Right.
That was all. You know, and half the time I wasn't working. When I wasn't working, I wasn't getting paid. So I was pretty disgusted with the whole situation. Like they would do the Monday night shows, I wouldn't even be included on them. You know, I was their champion. You know, they wouldn't even put me on the Monday night show.
That's when they were doing nitros.
Right.
Right.
You know, and so I wouldn't get paid. I'd be left at the hotel or wherever because they was doing TVs in Florida down there at the Universal thing. So you know, I might do a TV and get paid, but other than that, they'd go to the Monday night show, and wherever they'd do in Florida, somewhere close by, and I wouldn't even be included. I'm left there and not making any money, you know, spending my own money.